Rural areas facing economic decline have a new tool to help them make positive changes. Horizons is a community leadership program aimed at reducing poverty in rural communities of less than 5,000 people. Funded by the Northwest Area Foundation, Horizons works through local organizations to provide ideas, resources, support, and inspiration to stimulate grassroots, community-wide change. In Montana, this 18-month program is being used in dozens of communities. Today, we'll look at how the Horizons program created an atmosphere of optimism and change in the communities of Boulder and Whitehall.
Boulder has changed dramatically since I first came here. Some major things I think have changed it. One was the interstate highway, which allowed everybody to go easily to Helena or to Butte. And this, in a way, took a lot of the business out of the town. And it has, in my opinion, changed the character of the place considerably. The thing we still have, of course, is our beautiful mountains and the streams and the recreational things that we enjoy on the Forest Service lands that surround the town.
Boulder's a small town. The opportunities for youth are limited. And also I think it can be a little isolating in Boulder too.
All Horizons communities take part in a community conversation and action planning process that begins with study circles. Study circles are led by trained local facilitators and must include at least 30 community members who agree to meet for 6 two-hour sessions. In Boulder, Montana, a community of about 1,500 people, nearly 70 people attended the study circles.
I was also impressed by the number of people that signed up for the circles, and we had very consistent attendance. Everybody was there every week, and that was fantastic, and I think it shows how much people care, and that actually just really surprised me. To see such a solution-focused group was amazing.
But the big surprise to us when we got into the study circles was the tremendous enjoyment we had in speaking with each other. It was a great opportunity to meet people.
The surprises would have to do with the content, with the kinds of ideas that people came up with. Those kinds of things some of them were very pleasantly surprising, because there's just a raft of things that were under the surface that were just needing to be brought out. And the format of the program was very good at asking questions that were open so that people could bring those forth. And also in trust building.
The study circles in Boulder came up with a number of action ideas to help improve their community.
An educational center that would primarily offer adult education courses in basic life skills.
Continuing the 21st education program that's going on at the elementary school.
The after-school program for students.
Probably more entertainments of various kinds.
Skateboarding, skate parks.
We talked an awful lot about a community center.
Community-wide cleanup.
We were thinking of trails in the community and also through the mountains.
A career training institute.
Continuing education.
Developing a social services brochure.
Another good idea, I think, was the cottage industry idea.
A community center that would be a very central focal point of the community for all kinds of activities.
Communication in the community was important.
Probably the most surprising part to me, because I actually was dreading going a little bit. It was more about sharing our deepest feelings and values and convictions about life in Boulder, and even about our greatest dreams. And so it was very moving at times. So when we rolled into the stage of developing our ideas, it came from that deeper place of having gone through that groundwork. And the ideas just came.
Not far from Boulder is the town of Whitehall, with about 1,200 people. The economy of Whitehall is closely tied to a nearby mine, which may be shutting down in the near future.
Whitehall's a small rural community with a lot of friendly people, some economic decline issues, and a great school. It has a lot going for it. but there are some potential problems on the horizon that we can plan for.
I really like Whitehall. I like the recreational opportunities. I wish there were more jobs available for our children, and I do think that there is some downturn economically, but there I also see a lot of reasons for optimism.
To promote participation in the study circles, Whitehall offered a free community dinner with a chili cook-off. As in Boulder, recruiting for the study circles turned out to be much easier than expected in this highly motivated community.
We set a goal of 90 for the study circle process, and we hit 130 today. It seems to me that if we have that many people involved in a community this size, that it is reasonable to have huge hopes.
I'm very involved in community. I am retired, so I feel that that's my second life, is serving the community.
I just believe strongly in the community putting forth effort to make the community better, and if we can do anything to help others in the community, I'm all for anything like that.
I'm on the steering committee for Horizons, and I've been involved since the process began because I teach at the high school. I teach juniors and seniors, and so I get to hear the future plans of Whitehall's finest, and for the most part they are leaving. So that's my primary motivation.
And I thought if I could help in any way, and if I could learn the skills that was needed, then that's what I needed to do.
I'm excited because this project is getting people involved that haven't been involved before, and I'm hoping that that snowballs.
I figured that there would be a couple people in the group that would kind of take charge and overrun everyone. And the way they set it up, there's not a possibility of that. Everybody comes in, has their own opinions, has their own ideas, and everybody's heard.
We had a variety of ages and professions, and I think when you just have all of that coming in, you've just got different ideas. And I think once you start creating a sort of vibrancy, it just sort of feeds on itself.
The Whitehall Study Circles came up with a list of action items. Participants indicated which projects they wanted to work on using sign-up sheets and dots.
I put mine on the walking trail.
A senior focus day for the senior citizens of the town.
I love the idea of a community garden.
The high school apprenticeship day, career day.
A new park. Improving the job opportunity and job wages.
Daycare is a big one.
Focusing on the youth.
It's just kind of been a bringing together of the resources and organizations that are already in the community and some new people that just weren't as connected as they wished they could be. You know, for whatever reason, they just didn't realize there was as much going on as there is going on in Whitehall. It was really fun to watch. From a steering committee perspective, we were thrilled with the attendance and the really low dropout rate.
It just takes a lot of time, and when you have so many people coming together, what we actually ended up with was quite good. A good starting point. I thought at this point we'd be more into something, but yeah, now I'm realizing we needed all this background, and now is the time at the end of this to go to the next level and get more specific action on it.
It takes communication in order to get people involved in it.
To help communities turn their action ideas into a reality, the next step in the Horizons program involves providing 30 to 40 hours of leadership training to at least 25 community members. With momentum building from the study circles, a number of participants in Boulder and Whitehall decided to take the next step, the Leadership Plenty training.
From the study circles experience, we just saw what Horizons was doing, and we just really fell in love with the idea and firsthand got a chance to see the results of it. So we wanted to move forward with it. We wanted to continue to be part of it.